Welcome to another episode of Career Mode, and today we are trying something different. Our formation today is going to be a 4-2-2, and our instructions are, our tactics are on counter-attack now. I forgot to change that. But we're going to see what we can do, and hopefully we can use our supporting runs, stay central, attacking runs, try and get in behind. And that is going to be for both of our strikers. Why do I keep going the wrong way? There we go. Our first episode of today's game is
What the hell did you just say?
going to be against West Bromwich Albion. See if we can get a win or something in one of these episodes. And then we're going to skip forward ahead to Tottenham because I'm not bothered about Wednesday and I'm not bothered about Crystal Palace. So we need the Tottenham game. And then after that, probably go Liverpool and then, yes, Chelsea. There we go. And then after that, I'd say Arsenal. And we can fit Man United in there. And then it's the last episode. So we've only really got about 4 more episodes left of the season. Don't want to have to show every single game because that's just going to be boring. But hopefully we can squeeze 15 games into about 4 or 5 episodes. So it's pretty much doing about 3 an episode, but we're actually only showing 2. So it's not too bad. We're going to go straight into the game now and we'll see how we can do against West Brom. West Brom are the first game of today's episode, and we are ready and rocking with a new formation, a new idea, a new style, a new way of thinking for this team, and hopefully we can get an improved result because we can seem to beat the big teams because they push against us and we just counter-attack them and it's quite easy. But these games where it is against the not so great teams, they just counter-attack us and hit us on the break, and yeah, we can't really do much about it. So if we go into a more counter-attacking style with more players in the middle of the pitch with the 4-2-2, it might mean that we get something profitable out of the game, because we need to get some wins from these sorts of opponents if we are to do anything in this season. Gabriel's played in Bertrand Traore, is going to give it out to Sanchez, who shoots, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Nice save down at his near post from Sanchez. Rashford is there. Can he finesse it around the keeper? Just wide of the post. Gabriel is there, gives it to Rashford. He's going to finesse it, comes off the defender, and they clear it. Pavon is there on the left-hand side, gives it into Rashford, gives it to Gabriel, who's trying to work an angle. Can he shoot right-footed? He can, but the defender's there. And Traore puts it wide of some scramble of a finish. Keeper saved it, and he sort of ran into the side of the goal. So close. Yeah, this formation is working a lot better against the not-so-good teams. We should be 1-0 up, but we haven't had the chance to do so properly yet, apart from that scrambled finish right at the end with Traore. Pavon is there. Can he get away from the defence? Gives it into Rashford. Up to Gabriel, who's going to try and get a working angle. Shoots off the bar from Gabriel. Traore is there. Gives a cross in. Pavon. Header. Just wide. Not another one. We need to get these chances away. Pavon, you could have scored there. Sanchez is there. Can he get turned? Gives it into Gabriel, shoots! Gabriel with a goal in the last minute of the game. I was trying to get a shoot position for Sanchez, but he manages to pick somebody out instead. And that is a 1-0 so far. And hopefully that is going to be the end of the game right after we do this kickoff. Nice little spin in there and a fantastic finish from Gabriel. Goalkeeper could have probably saved it, but I don't care. I think that shows I am kind of a slow learner with games like this. I am playing West Brom and I win on camera. The game I changed my formation to something that suits our team a bit better with counter-attack and with 4 players that can bomb forwards and we can beat their defenders. How well will it work against the big teams? We can find out in the next one because I think we're going to play Tottenham. Before we go into the Tottenham game, we are just going to show the games that we did play, which was the Sheffield Wednesday and the Palace game. Obviously, the last game we just played was the West Brom one on the actual screen that you saw. Then we play Sheffield Wednesday, a 2-1 win. Our formation is actually banging at the moment. 4-2-2-2, 4-2-2-2. And in this game, if I remember rightly, yep, Gabriel, I wrote it down just so I could remember. Gabriel scored 2 goals and they scored 1. We went 2-0 up basically, quite quick on. And we just held on just towards the end. They scored and yeah. But this game, Palace, they were shocking this game. 3-0 easy win. Sanchez scored 2 goals and Pavoni scored 1 near the end. It was just a counter-attack because they pushed everybody up. I just had whoever was on the edge of the box and it turned out to be Pavon. Donnarumma came out, punched the ball. Pavon pretty much just ran up to the, sort of 40 yards out, just tapped it in. As you can do on this game because they decided to turn the goalkeeper up quite early on career mode. And let's see if we can do something similar against Tottenham. Our team we're going to go for today is the same as we had in the last few games because we've had quite a bit of time off if you looked at the calendar back then. There was like 2 weeks off and then 2 weeks off again. I think there was an international break and then there was just because we didn't have an FA Cup game because we were embarrassed by I think like Rochdale or somebody. But we have Donnarumma, Weiser, Mere, Zuma, Baba. Then we have Renato Sanchez and Kessie in the middle. Traore, Pavon, Gabriel and Rashford. Tottenham are the second game that I'm showing in today's episode. Obviously, we've had the Palace and the Sheffield Wednesday games in between the last clip and this one for our games. But it is going to be a different proposition because Tottenham will push us and we might get left light at the back. And that is the wrong pass to make there. Can I get the... Oh, no, I can't get it from Walker. Pavon is there, gives it out to Rashford. Rashford hits the post. Can he get the rebound? He can't. Can we get it again? Vorm spilt it. I think that was Vorm. It might be Lloris. Tottenham have another corner here from some dodgy goalkeeping, and they've played it all the way out wide, and he's curled it, and it's just gone wide. Go on, Kessie. He's stolen it from Kyle Walker. Plays it into Pavon. Plays it to Baba. Into Sanchez, who's going to try and get something into Rashford, who's going to take a touch. Sanchez has got it again. And I'm not sure where to go with the ball right now. Can we play it again and again in? Let's give it again down to Baba. Left-footed shot across. Rashford! That was a poor shot from Baba, but it doesn't matter. Rashford finishes it off. And that is 1-0 to Sunderland. And that is why I like this formation. There are options all around. Even if we get stuck on the edge of the box, we can play it out and then go again because there are many people forwards on the counter and we get a goal. I wish I had found this formation a lot sooner than I did. I love it. It's so much better for my sort of play style in this game and just how this team that I've built actually comes together. It is a lot better because in the one we had before, the 4-2-3-1, I was trying to sort of use what a lot of the other teams in this league do, just to sort of match them up. And I don't think it was working, obviously, because we weren't getting the results. We got a few wins, but we were still like 7th in the table, and they get a shot off, but it's a corner. But I feel like with all the players that I've bought for this team, a lot of them are kind of speedy and tricky and not that big. But when we had the 4-2-3-1, we relied on trying to get forwards quickly, but also having that presence in the sort of attacking midfield area where we had Gabriel playing in the middle of the 3 behind the striker. And whilst he's a good player and he could play there, just not on this sort of this year's FIFA, you can't really do that. And number 10 in this game on career mode anyway isn't the best for system to have. There isn't really much point because it gets bypassed all the time. And when they get bypassed, they get Kessie through. Can he score? Kessie! That is a fantastic goal. I think that is Kessie. Is it Kessie? Yes, it is. Franck Kessie. Fantastic finish. And that is 2-0 for Sunderland. And it seems like, again, this formation is just crazy good for us. And I'm not cheating. If you look before the game when I said to what team we were playing, it is still, whoa, what a finish. It is still on the same difficulty as we've had it the whole way through the season. I'm not going to lie and change it. There's no point because people pick it up straight away. They see that it's easier. They see all those things. I've watched people in YouTube before and they've done that and they've forgotten that they've done that or whatever. They've changed the difficulty and it's made their results look better. I'm trying not to. I made it go more difficult when it was too easy in the professional difficulty. So I've put it up to world class, and it's a lot more difficult. But I dropped the ball. I didn't mean to do that. But with this formation, it seems that it's almost getting easy again, which is a bit scary for me, because that is a pole pass from Rashford. But it's a bit scary for me because it might mean that we have to go up to legendary, which again would mean that I have to try and find a way to play. And as we've seen, it's pretty much taken me half of a season to just get used to this, way of playing against world class as opposed to professional. And so, yeah, it might be difficult, but we'll see. Half time in this game, and whilst Tottenham have had a lot more shots than us, they've only had one more on target. And I always moan about it when it happens against me, but the 2 shots we have had on target have actually been amazing shots. The first one was an easy tap-in for Rashford, which was actually not an amazing shot because Babo was supposed to shoot, and it trickled across the goal. And then the second goal was a lovely finish from Kessie. Got it on his right foot, top corner, finessed it, and we are straight into the second half. And what I was going to try and finish on saying about this formation is, with the number 10 in career mode, it doesn't really do much. Whereas if you change it and have 2 players that are almost like I don't know what you'd call it, like a 9.5 and a 10.5 or something like that, where you have 2 sort of attacking midfielders playing slightly wider behind 2 strikers, it seems like you've got, an extra player in there, because they're both doing sort of 2 jobs. The strikers are both like moving side to side, and they almost push out as wingers sometimes. And then you've also got the 2 attacking midfield players who can push out wide, but they can also sort of drop in and be a number 10, which I like, because it means that we have more players, or at least it seems like we have more players going forwards. And it's something that I was moaning about with the 4-2-3-1. If you watch any of the games, that is a beautiful ball from Rashford to Gabriel. Can he finish it? Gabriel, what a goal. Great pass. And it seems like if I just keep talking, I seem to do better. Maybe I should talk more. I mean, it is against Tottenham, and they are a good team, and we always seem to do well against the good teams. But 3-0 after 52 minutes, that is just crazy. What a pass from there into Gabriel. Beats all of the defenders, ends up, and the goalkeeper. It might be different if they had Lloris, but they haven't, so it's not my problem. Walker's won the ball, and Kudu's on the right-hand side. Crosses a long, high cross in to Donnarumma. Easy catch, and that is the end of the game. 3-0 to Sunderland. That is our 4th game in a row that we've won, and it's so much better with this formation. I mean, Spurs had a lot more chances to shoot, but you look at where most of them were, is outside the box. All 6 of ours were inside the box, even that one from Rashford that went quite far wide. Again, I would be annoyed if I'd conceded 3 goals from 3 shots on target, but it's the first time we've had that in a long time, so I really don't care. Whilst we are ready and waiting for our next round of fixtures, I am going to end the episode there, because we have managed to get ourselves all the way back into the top 4 after some poor form. But now we are back on top form and ready to play our next round of fixtures. But if you see here, when again training players, we have got Knudsen up to 79 rated. And Skovgaard is also on 76. He only has 2 slots a week, and Knudsen has 3. Knudsen is up quite a lot. But what I'm going to do is leave the episode there. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you really loved it, consider to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Sunderland are 4th. Peace.